Hey people, D-Man here. Today I am reviewing Amphibia Season 3, Episode 3. This is another episode with two-parters, or I guess two episodes if you want to count that as an episode. But anyways, this has Thai food and adventures in cat sitting. So very interesting. I'll do spoiler-free then spoilers. So spoiler-free, this episode was okay. It wasn't as good as the first episode for sure. The second episode I would say was slightly better than this as well. But this episode was okay. It's the planters getting more used to and more involved. And Anne getting more used to and more involved in her old life. With living with the planters. So it's an okay episode. All in all, it's an okay episode. And then the planters do something in the second half. But I can't really say that without spoiling it. Anyways, spoiler section. Because that's all I can really say. Good episode. I suggest watching it. But spoiler section.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, share this video, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Okay, so spoiler section. So let's do the first half, which was Thai feud. So this was all about Sprig wanting to be a part of the family, but Anne's mother not really accepting him as a part of the family, just accepting him as a guest. And him being a really jerky guest. If you ever had a jerky guest, most annoying things ever. But he wants to be a part of the family, so he goes to help Anne with their restaurant. Because Anne is getting back to normal. She's getting back into her normal life. Which is interesting. And it turns out they have a restaurant they own, I guess. So, I think they mentioned that in the first season. When they were working on that restaurant. But anyways. So they go there. Sprig comes. Her mother just basically says, like, hey, Sprig, just sit in the corner and don't do anything because you're a guest. And he wants to really be like a part of the family. So they have a rival outside that's a food truck who's trying to get their business into his business. And it's not working for him because it's only for family. Blah, blah, blah. Although it seems like he was like a genuine guy who just wanted to like help out the business and like work together with them. And it seems like it would have been like a good deal, but whatever. He could have had that. He could have had their store on the road, and it would have made like lots more money. But whatever. I digress, I guess. Seems like just a wasted opportunity for a business. But whatever, it's because it's family business and it's only for the family. Which I get to a certain extent, but come on, expand your business. Anyways, Sprig tries to get rid of this guy because he's parked right outside the business because he really wants to work with these people. And it's not because he's like a giant asshole, it's just because he really loves their food. He really wants to work with them. But he never could. So basically, Sprig tries to get rid of him. At the end, he ends up stealing his car by accident, and Anne ends up jumping into the car with him. Shenanigans happen. They go through a lot of things. And then eventually the car crashes, but still works somehow. And the guy basically says like how. Like, he's just like, you sent your daughter to destroy my car, and her mother's just like, oh my god. And, the guy basically just says, like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to work in your business and stuff, and started to cry and stuff. And she basically just said, like, I'll hire you on as a delivery boy, which is not as good as a food truck, but whatever, I guess. So yeah, she hires him on as a delivery boy, and that solves that problem, even though his truck's completely broken. And he has no brakes. Yet he still drives off with it. Slowly, I hope. So that whole thing was pretty okay. And at the end, Sprig was considered a part of the family, at least by the mother. I don't know about the father. Well, I do know about the father because the second episode we get to learn about the father. So yeah, Sprig is considered a part of the family, and he gets an earful. So yeah, interesting episode. And then second part is where the planters, or Hop Pop especially, thinks that they're freeloaders, which I guess technically they kind of are. So he wants to help them out somehow, yet he doesn't know how to. And basically they have to take Anne to the dentist because Anne has been an amphibia for a few months, 5 months I think it was, and her teeth are horrible. And they have to go to the restaurant. The father has to go to a restaurant, and they have to take the cat to the vet. So the planters offer to take the cat to the vet, and obviously they go into the city, and chaos, shenanigans assume. Basically, they go onto the bus. It doesn't work. They walk through the city, getting into many accidents. They finally get to the vet, and Sprig steals a frog. Hop Pop gets bit in the face, and they ask the vet about like frog anatomy and stuff, and like Hop Pop wants to know how to like heal an aching back. And the vet almost figures out their secret identity because he's just like, "You guys are kind of odd, so maybe that will contribute to them with the government and stuff like that." I assume it will. Like, I definitely assume it will contribute to them with the government and stuff like that, because it's very interesting. But yeah, so they try to do that, but at the end they're like, okay, we gotta go home. They get the cat, they leave, but they forget the cat. So they have to go find it at a shawarma place. They find it there, they set off a fake alarm. They get the cat back, and then the fire department comes, and Anne's dad comes to rescue them at the end of the day. He comes to save the day. And as they're driving home, Hop Pop kind of like starts tearing up and starts like apologizing, saying like, "Oh, like I didn't want to be like a freeloader." And Anne's father just basically says like, "Listen, man, you saved and protected my daughter for 5 months. You're not a freeloader, dude. Like you're not like a part of the family necessarily, but like you're good with us, sort of thing." So the father does seem to like them as well. And I'm assuming their relationship's going to get closer during this season because this is the last season. So by the end of the season, it will be a tearful goodbye for all of them, probably. Very interesting. It will be very interesting to say the least. I wonder if they're going to have the ability to go back and forth through Amphibia and the human world, and even the other worlds, which will be very interesting. It'd be really cool if there was like a fourth season where they could actually do that, where they're like exploring other worlds. It'd be cool, but who knows? Although, if all the humans knew about it, corporations would probably wreck those places. Just saying. Through pollution and stuff. But yeah, very interesting episode, and the Anne's family, I forgot their name, their last name, they're starting to warm up to the planters, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm assuming they're going to become friends eventually, and it will be very interesting. So, and then at the end, Anne comes back very drugged up from surgery after getting her teeth done, I guess. And just kind of all loopy, and her parents ask the planters to watch her for a bit as they go have parent fun. At least I hope they're having parent fun. I don't hope they're doing something nefarious. I assume they're having parent fun though. You'll know what that is when you're older, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cute. I guess that's pretty cute. But yeah, interesting episode. And a pretty good episode nonetheless. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, and share. Hit that bell notification. That's the best way to keep my channel. Link down below to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace.
Just a reminder to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.